So welcome to SCBD Toastmasters Club.
Good night.
Good morning.
I'm one of the members of reception, social reception. So we just have some rules to follow. First, be on time. So we already started at 7 o'clock. Just giving you short rules to follow. Our timer will tell us about the time limit for the speeches later. Then please turn on your camera. Make sure that your face is within the video frame. We don't just see your eyes or your nose or whatever, but we hope that we can see you. And please keep your microphone on mute. Mute your microphone whenever you are not speaking. When it's your turn to speak, just remember to unmute your microphone. And we already we tested earlier for the speakers if it's okay. And lastly, be fully present and have fun. Pay attention and participate actively. And use the chat box to leave any feedback or encouragements to our speakers. So I will hand it now to our president.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. Okay, so before I start the meeting, I would like all of you to unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself. I still see a lot of you are still muting yourself. Okay, I've been unmuted, and I would like you to answer this. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Good morning.
Konnichiwa.
It's still not the morning spirit that I would like to see in yourselves, okay? So I would like you to answer this once more, okay? Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
That's the Saturday morning spirit that I would like to see, because Saturday we will not see any work, supposedly. Okay. So I would like to welcome all of you to our meeting, to SCBD Toastmasters meeting tonight. This is our second meeting in December 2020 and our penultimate meeting for the year. Okay. And I would like you to see the screen that I would like to share. Oh, wrong screen. So can anyone say that you can see the screen already?
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to SCBD Toastmasters Club. So for everyone who is the first timer here, what is actually SCBD Toastmasters Club? And even what is Toastmaster? So SCBD Toastmasters Club is part of this worldwide community called Toastmasters International, whereby this Toastmasters International has been in existence since 1924. So 96 years already. Oh, wow. Long time. And in Toastmasters, any member can develop their own public speaking skill, which is a very essential skill in leadership. Okay, so if you would like to be a better leader, it is better if you have a great public speaking skill, and you can develop such skill here in Toastmasters International, especially here in SCBD Toastmasters Club. And in Toastmasters International, any club in the world, you will get some kind of a curriculum called the pathway. So what is the pathway? In any school, if you would like to develop your mathematics skill, then of course you will be given as the subject of math. But here, because you would like to develop your public speaking skill, you will be given a pathway of particular factor of public speaking. So for example, if you would like to be a more engaging public speaker, it would be better if you can engage more humor in your speech. So if you think that you would like to perfect that first, then you can take the pathway of engaging humor. And then after you complete such pathway, you can take the other 10 pathways here so that you can take all 11 pathways and becoming a great speaker. And for each pathway, you can complete these 5 steps, which the first one is mastering the fundamentals, and then you learn your own style in this pathway, and then you increase your knowledge in this particular pathway. You build your skill around that pathway, and then you demonstrate the expertise in this particular pathway, and then after that you start over in the next pathway. And for anyone who are interested in joining Toastmaster, you can join our club, SCBD Toastmaster Club, We are called SCBD Toastmasters Club because we usually do our meeting in SCBD area in Jakarta, in South Jakarta. But due to this pandemic, due to this lockdown, we are doing our meeting here in Zoom at on Friday at 7 p.m. Always on Friday at 7 p.m. So all of you are welcome to join here every week on Friday at 7 p.m. Jakarta time. And that is the opening that I would like to give to all of you. And to open the meeting, I will give with the sound of this thing, I will open this meeting. That's the sound, and I give the control to the Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Nugraha. Please, bro.
Thank you so much, our dearest president, for the introduction of this Toastmasters. And happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Happy morning. Yeah, this is a Friday night, so it should be always in happy morning spirit. And yes, back to today's meeting of our SCBD Toastmasters Club is about the next billion-dollar startup. As we know, that startup is one word that we always encounter. We always hear it in the news, or even when we walk using the trains like the MRT. A lot of the advertisement in startup is everywhere, and it's become happening now within the past decades. So I will share the screen, explain more about the current topic for this today's meeting. Let me share the screen first. Yes. So before we jump up into the what makes maybe the startups is become happening, and a lot of billion dollars are arising within the past decade. So we need to know about the common terms in the startup world. So startup is a newly established business, and we evaluate by valuation. And unicorns is the startup which have reached and exceed the $1 billion valuation. And founders is the one who initiate the startup, and we have accelerator that help the startups to mentor them and also fundraise them. And also funding is the one, right? It's about financing that create the startup growing. And we have the angel investors and venture capital. Angel investors is the one who invest in a startup in the very early stage, and the venture capital is at the later stage. And the end goal of each of the startup is going public, is selling their shares to the public, so they can have much fund behind them, and the founders also gonna be rich after going public. So that's one of the end goal of the startups. So as we can see here, the startup is rising each year in the past decade. We see that unicorns is growing 6 times. The startups will have reached $1 billion values, but the valuation, as you can see, it's like 1,200 times more. It's like right now the valuation of the 500 star unicorns is about 1,566 trillion US dollar. It's not rupiah, but it's US dollar. It's amazing, right? And you can see here the fundraising to the startup is huge. It's always double nearly after 2015. Like you can see the volume and the venture going up to the pouring to invest in the startup. So what makes startup growth, right? As we know that the internet has enabled us to create information faster, and that technology we see about mobile phone is always growing, the users is always growing, and the funding and community, there are a lot of community that help startups to grow, and proof of success, right? We see that Facebook, we see Twitter is proof of success. So many of them are willing to step up and follow their path as well. So we see that internet technology is the one of the determining factors, and that's why we see a lot of startup on tech internet based. So yes, in Southeast Asia also startup is flourish, as we can see, yeah, in Indonesia, Gojek, Tokopedia, Traveloka, yeah, it's always something that we use every day in daily basis now. When we want to order food, when we want to order hotel, it's startups, right? It's amazing how startups has enabled our lives better every day. So, and even it goes to the K-drama now. Yeah. Has anyone maybe ever watched Startups in Netflix?
Yes.
Yes, true, right? So which one are you?
No.
Team Nam Dosan. Which one are you, Team Nam Dosan? Please raise your voice. Anyone, Team Dosan? Okay. Anyone, Team Han Ji Pyong?
Ooh.
So yes, this one also
Who
being
the hell is
utilized by
that?
the outlets and stores to give discount to the users that are watching startups. But startup is not always a good story, right? A lot of startup also fail, unfortunately. So in US itself, like the startups failure rate is reach about 90%. The reason of failure is money running out or being in the work market and etc. So yes, it gives a high risk and high return also in startups. So you can be very much successful, but the chance of failure is also high. So what the founders said, yeah, you can build whatever you like to create a successful startup. And as the startup grows, you need to make also the organization always optimist, always in lean basis. So it's not too large. And the ideas about startup is not only about ideas, everyone can make ideas, but the one who making ideas happen is the one who makes startup success. So maybe the dear Toastmasters and guests dare to be the founders of the next billion-dollar startups. I hope maybe any one of us can be the one who create billion-dollar startups in Indonesia. There are a lot of opportunities still going on. And yeah, the opportunities is endless to create a business in current era. So that's, I think, the introduction of the current topic for today's session. For the next one, I will call upon our general evaluator, TM Andika, the one who will evaluate the entire session of today's meeting. TM Andika, the time is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the meeting. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So tonight is the night that we leverage our resources to develop ourselves in our Toastmasters meeting. And my general evaluator team consists of enablers and also controllers of this meeting. So as a general evaluator, oh, by the way, my name is Andika and I'll be your general evaluator tonight, or you can say GE. A GE functions as observer of the meeting, and at the end of the meeting, I will share a report that will consist of feedback for the rest of the audience so that we can always improve our future meetings. And I won't be alone in this meeting, and I have wonderful lineup of teams. First, I would like to introduce our grammarian, who is Toastmaster Garda. Toastmaster Garda, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. Am I audible, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. So my name is Garda, and tonight I will be your grammarian. For those of you who might wonder what grammarian truly is or what does he work? Well, some of you may be familiar with the terms of fashion police. Then what does the grammarian have to do with it? So tonight I will be the grammar police. So tonight I will look after your careful notes as we are learning in Toastmasters. So don't be afraid in using your words, in crafting your speech into a memorable one. And also for those who would like to participate in table topic speech, we encourage you to use everything you have in order to deliver those remarkable ones. Because at the end of the day, if it's not about time that we'd like to use in our session, then where else would it gonna be? So always use your English in order to leverage yourself in order to become a better speaker. So at the end of this meeting, I will report the grammarian session as captured throughout the session, and as well as captivating words that will be delivered by any of the speakers tonight. So don't forget, and enjoy this session. So back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Mr. Grammarian. So now we're going to introduce the next team member of the General Evaluators team, who is Toastmaster Danang as our A and WOD counter. So Toastmaster Danang, please explain your role.
Yeah. Thank you to our General Evaluator, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Danang, and today I will be the RWOD counter. So my responsibility for today is to note words and sounds that are used as a pause filler and by anyone who speaks. And during this session, I will listen to the overused words, including like and well, but, so, and you know, something like that. And also I will listen to for filler sounds, including like and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I or this means, yeah. And I want to share the word of the day for today is leverage, which is categorized as a verb. And please use this word of the day as many as you can during your speech. And at the end of this meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. I think that's all. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Mr. RNWD counter. So next, I'm going to introduce one of the enablers of the meeting, our timer, who is Toastmaster Mulyadin. The screen is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, TM Andika, as our General Evaluator tonight. Hello, my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Okay, happy morning for you all. I do hope you are in good shape and good condition tonight, even we are in morning spirit. Well, my name is Mulyadin Permana, and tonight I will be the timer of our meeting for the prepared speakers, table topic speakers, and also the evaluators. And the last, all the role takers tonight, I will time you all. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left by using the green, yellow, and red background to denote specific times remaining for you all. To be eligible for being voted, speakers need to finish the speech within the time allocation as follows. For prepared speakers, should be 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I will change my background into green like this. And at 6 minutes, the background will change to yellow. Yeah, look at my background, guys. And at 7 minutes, I will change to red again. Yes. At this point, speakers need to wrap up their speeches in less than 30 seconds. Then furthermore, table topic speakers should limit their remarks not less than 1 minute, but not more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will change my background into green like this. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, the background will be changed to yellow. At 2 minutes, I will change to red again, like this. At this point, you should sum up your speeches in less than 30 seconds before you're finishing your speech. Then next, at the last, for the evaluators, you should be between 2 to 3 minutes in length. At 2 minutes, I will change my background into green. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, the background will change to be yellow again. And the last at 3 minutes, at 3 minutes, I will change again my background into red before you're finishing your speeches, and you should directly sum up your speeches to finish as soon as possible, immediately, to be eligible in voting. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for your nice attention. Please use your time allocation as wise as possible to make our meeting in good, to be running well, proper time. Thank you so much. Back to you, General Evaluator TM Andika.
Thank you, Mr. Timer. Now, I'm gonna introduce another enabler of this meeting, who is our ballot counter. Toastmaster Bianca, the screen is yours.
Good morning, everyone. It's Bianca here. How are you?
Great.
Good. Yeah, we are great.
Am I audible? Okay.
Yes, you are.
I'm doing well. I haven't seen you guys in a quite long time. It's been so tonight I'll be your ballot counter. First of all, I'm gonna explain what is my role here and why we have a ballot counter. Okay. So here in Toastmaster, after we finish with the whole meeting agenda, so we have 3 sections, which is prepared speech, table topic, and speech evaluation. So after the general evaluator finishes reading his report, Time Andika will read it as a GE. Then we have a little tradition of voting to pick who's the best from each section. It's just for fun. So in the end, I will present the Hall of Fame based on the winner that you guys choose. Thank you. Back to you, GE.
Thank you very much, Miss Ballot Counter. So everyone, please leverage all of our resources, all the knowledge that you have from this meeting. And without further ado, I'm gonna pass the screen on to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Nugraha.
Yes, thank you so much, PM Andika, for the introduction for all of the GE evaluators members. So the next one, we will have the prepared speech session. And to all of the speakers that would like to deliver the speech, don't forget to use the word of the day, leverage, okay, leverage. Okay, the first prepared speech will be conducted by PM Arcita for her L1P2A evaluation and feedback. It will be introduced by TM Dentia, the one who will evaluate her speech. So I will pass the time to TM Dentia.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nugraha. Am I audible, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Thank you. Our first speaker is a doctor by profession, but she is an arm wrestler by hobby. Yes, arm wrestler. What's more interesting is she has won the university championship for arm wrestler for 2 consecutive years. Amazing, right? So you know how much power she has. Now, in this meeting tonight, she will deliver her level 1 project 2 from her pathway presentation mastery. And the purpose of this project is for the member to deliver any speech from any topic, receive the feedback, and apply the feedback on her second speech. So then I'm also curious because her title is interesting. The theory of Equipose. I'm not sure what is that, but without further ado, let us call Toastmaster Arcita, the theory of Equipose. The theory of Equipose, Toastmaster Arcita, 5 to 7 minutes. The screen is yours.
Thank you so much, TM Dentia, for the kind introduction. So happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay. I want to be a billionaire so freaking bad. Buy all the things I never had. Okay. Just like what Bruno Mars song, a lot of us wants to be rich, right? Does anyone who doesn't want to be rich raise your hand? Because I need to examine you, your mind especially. Or maybe not billionaire, but at very least to be a financially stable. And one of the approach, maybe you can think of investing or buying insurance. Maybe I can ask TM Dentia. TM Dentia, what do you think when you're trying to invest or buying insurance?
I think of its benefits, but it's also risky, I think.
No, I know that you're not an insurance people. That's why you said that. Good one. Yes, exactly. We will think about benefit and risk. So I will ask you all, should benefit be less or more than a risk? Or maybe equal? What do you think? Maybe TM Nugraha, what do you think? Should risk be more than benefit, equal, or it should be more benefit?
Of course, as the user perspective, I want benefit more.
Okay. Yeah. So you must have a very cuan cuan investment. Okay. So what if I told you there are a theory that benefit should be unknown, just like unfrozen into the unknown? Yes, should be unknown, and the risk should be there. It's called the theory of equipoise or principle of the uncertainty. A true state of equipoise exists when one has no good basis for choice between two or more options. As I work as a researcher and a medicine workers, equipoise was needed for us as a health professional to make a better choice, to invent something better, to take the risk. For example, if we have a treatment and we already know the benefit and the risk, if we try to give the risk to the patients, then it will become unethical. So that's why in medicine, we need the theory of equipoise to don't know the benefit or the risk. Now, we face this equipoise situation in our daily life. Let me give you an example. Have you ever embarked on a new career, finding new jobs, or even turning down a job opportunity because you have family to think of, or maybe you have a future partner that you will think of? That is the equipoise, because you don't know whether if you choose that kind of option, the new job, or maybe you don't take the job, will it be more benefit for you or not? So you will be in a situation when you think, does the job will be better for me, or maybe I should hold on to the old job. You don't know which will be better for you. I'm sure you already know face a lot of situation when life is never 1 + 1 = 2. You will face a lot of equation in life. This theory believes when you don't know the benefit, you will be more cautious. So there are a benefit of this. You can be more aware because you're in a scare mode. Scare mode means this can reduce the bias of the gut feeling choices. Bias can be mean when the company, let's say the company told you that they will give you guarantee fee. Will you take them? I'm sure a crazy person say that, no, I will not take them, but it's okay. And maybe, or the company will say, I will guarantee you that when you come to the company, you will be success or you will be the boss. But hey, life is never a guarantee. At the end of the day, we'll be confronted with a situation that we did not see any benefit in it, or even it will poses more risk. But in the end, we still needed to make a choice, right? So, dear fellow Toastmaster, Next time, when you're facing an uncertain choice, 3 questions should be in your mind. Just 3, because many, you will be tired, think of it. 1, is it a gut or impulse choices that you make? Or your choices just because of a sudden emotion? Or you all already think it truly? Second, will you take the accountability in your choices? If the choices ends up in a rabbit hole, or you need to start from the scratch, will you be okay? And number 3 is, will it add value for yourself and others? Does it serve your goals, bring the best of others, and you as a human? And by this, I mean, because no one wants to do it. I think a lot of people doesn't want to change jobs, or maybe I think it's an extreme choices. You will never make, not a lot of us wants to make extreme choices, but that's why it's only you. That's why you saw the value of the choices you make. So this 3 questions from Equipose theory can give you a guide that with a careful observation and with a careful caution, hopefully life is more better because you can be more aware, and it's part of growing, right? To explore new things. Remember, your choice is your accountability. You have the privilege to tell your stories because only you know the journey, because only you who take the choice. Just like what Thomas Jefferson said, be brave to have something you never had. But to have that something you never had, you need to do something you never did. Thank you so much. And back to you, Toastmaster Nugraha.
Thank you so much, Tim Arcita, for the thorough research about choice, right, for us. Yes, thank you again, once again, Tim Arcita. And the next one, the next prepared speech will be delivered by Tim Almer for his L1P2A project. I will hand the session to his evaluator, Tiamianda. So Tiamianda, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Nugraha. For the next speaker, the speech will be delivered by Toastmaster Almer, and this is his level 1, the second project. And I'm curious about his speech because the title is about the secret sources. And the purpose of this project is to present a speech and to receive feedback, and also to apply feedback whenever he have a chance to deliver his second speech. So without further ado, Toastmaster Almer, secret sources, Toastmaster Almer, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Tamianda. Before I start, I want to share a PowerPoint, just to illustrate what I'm going to talk about. So, can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So today I'm going to talk about what's the secret sauce. That's going to be the title of my presentation. The material is from a dialogue and conversations with my business mentors. They're a lot senior than me, and they are all a little bit different than your normal entrepreneur. They probably have more than 10 businesses in different industries. And what I mean by the secret sauce is what is the main skill that they are very good at that makes them different from other entrepreneurs. So disclaimer, because this is a personal experience. So first is this. Secret sauce. What I mean by secret sauce is the right choice of skills that contribute most of their success. Now, if we ask ourselves, what's the secret of success? There are two parts, hard skills and soft skills. Soft skills can be divided by two, the generic and the secret sauce. The generic is the soft skills that you read in articles, and it's a no-brainer skill like discipline, communication skills, and etc. But the secret sauce is one of the generic skills that is it is practiced all the time, and it eventually makes an advantage. And the secret sauce here is actually an ability to frame a situation and reading the situation correctly. Now, they are very accurate at reading the situation because they ask the right questions. Now, I ask, do you have any practical tips so that I could have a good framing skill? Now, there are 3 tips. Start with the right questions. And second, put the high value of judgment on the people factor. See, so a lot of people, when they read situations, they didn't really focus on people. And that causes their judgment to be not accurate. And secondly, see it as a system, see it as a whole, and integrate those information. So if you want to learn more about how to frame problems correctly, you could search with keywords such as framing, critical thinking, strategic, and tactical thinking. Now, the best thing about this framing skill that I like is that it directly ties your abilities to results. And when I see there are 3 patterns of benefits that we could take. First is leverage your surroundings. And what I mean by surroundings is either opportunities or skills that you don't have. Secondly, you could execute effectively. Solving the right problems is a lot better than solving the problem right. And the third is minimize uncertainty. Because if a situation is more certain, then there is less risk in executing it. Now, before I end my presentation, basically, there are only this. I will close it with a quote from Abraham Lincoln. Give me 6 hours to chop down the tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. It means you have to have a very good preparation, and a good preparation starts with reading the situation correctly. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, TM Almer, for your N1 P2A speech. Yes, explain to us about the research about how to create such a secret sauce to solve one problem or assessing one situation. Thank you so much, TM Almer, for that. And the next one, the third and our last prepared speech will be conducted by our dear VP Education, TM Uyun, and her speech will be evaluated by TM Dwi. So I will hand the session to TM Dwi now. The screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nugraha. Happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and valued guests. I'm Dwi. I'm taking a chance to be Toastmaster Uyun's evaluator for tonight. This time, Toastmaster Uyun will be delivering a speech as part of Level 3, Project 2, Persuasive Influence Pathway. Toastmaster Uyun will tell us about one of Japanese values on how to be fully present, to seize the moment. It sounds soothing, right? As it's quite relatable with today's problems, when everyone seems to be in a state of competition with their peers and uncertainty. I think I will really do need to listen to what Toastmaster Uyun's gonna share. So without further ado, please welcome Toastmaster Uyun. Treasure the unrepeatable, Toastmaster Uyun, treasure the unrepeatable. The screen is yours.
All right, thank you. Happy morning, everyone. My voice is like clear enough?
Yes,
The volume is
clear
okay?
enough.
All right, thank you. 100 years ago, in the era of Tokugawa shogunate, there lived a man who was continuously threatened by assassination. So every day, this man cherished his day as if it's his last. Every morning, he made a good bowl of green tea and appreciated everything in his surrounding. And nowadays, what he did is coined as Ichigo Ichie, one lifetime, one meeting, which teaches us to treasure the unrepeatable moment in our life. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, welcome, have a seat. I am Uyun, your host of today's tea gathering. 3.5 years, 7 hours a week, I learned how to make a good bowl of green tea. You might be wondering, right? Why am I learning how to make a good bowl of tea? Well, I learned a lot in Japanese tea ceremony. So when I am the cat, greet everyone and then appreciate flowers put in the vase, appreciate letters and calligraphy, and then start chatting with our guests about today's weather, how they are doing, and so on and so forth. And if I am the host, sweet them, then choose the best bowl.
Uyun,
Sorry,
you're muted.
You're muted, yeah. And your signal is a little bit broken.
All right, so is it
better now? Better now.
Better now.
Yeah, better now.
Better now, Uyun.
When was my last time audible? The intro.
Green tea.
Green tea.
Bowen.
Green tea. Green tea.
Which one? All right. Is it the step to make the tea?
Yes, the start.
Itchy something after you said itchy something.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, welcome. Have a seat. I am Uyun, the host of today's tea gathering. For 3.5 years, 7 hours a week, I learned how to make a good bowl of green tea. You might be wondering, what do I do in Japanese tea ceremony? If I am the guest, I will enter the room and then greet everyone and then start appreciating the flowers put in the vase and then appreciate the letters, kanji letters written as the calligraphy, and then start chatting with the other guests about today's weather, how they are doing, and so on and so forth. And if I am the host, I will serve the Japanese sweets, and then I will choose the best bowl for the green tea, start making the tea, and serve it to the guests. It sounds easy, right? So Japanese tea ceremony is the embodiment of Ichigo Ichie. it teaches us to value the present moment. So when the host serves the tea, the picture on the bowl should face the guest. And you might see this picture only once. Wait, am I audible now?
Yes.
All right. So you can only see this picture once because no one knows when you will see this picture again. And the temperature, your feeling, the weather will not be ever.
Your voice is broken again, Uyun.
All right. So in Japanese tea ceremony, which teaches Ichigo, it brings of happiness. Is it okay? All right. No?
It's okay.
Not really clear.
Sorry.
Okay.
You have to be closer to your screen.
All right. So, Ichigo Ichie is the manifestation of happiness. A research shows that in that moment, make us happy. But the research shows that most people generally have time thinking of something than what they are doing. So, for example, when you are having a breakfast, you might think your mind might travel back to when you broke up with your boyfriend, or even your mind leaps the time thinking what kind of startup you should establish. So I would like to ask also to check audio. Maybe Toastmaster Dewey, when you are having breakfast, what do you usually think about?
Nothing. I just enjoy the food.
Oh, great. Yeah. So don't be the prisoner of your past and your future, because thinking will ruin your future. It might be differently from animals. We have an ability to see the future that doesn't ruin your present moment. So how do we train our brain to be able to at the present moment? And the time we understand it. For example, when you are and a lot of things to cherish the moment. And as we now are living in the era full of distractions, please regret again. So those my guests don't need to be like work is take a break and enjoy every single thing, even a little thing that sparks joy to your life, and cherish the moment with five of your senses. So at the end of the day, it's Ichigo Ichie. One lifetime, one meeting. Treasure the unrepeatable moment, and maybe you might come to our green tea. Thank you.
Thank you so much, TM Uyun.
Yay!
Yeah, for having us the story behind of the Japanese tea ceremony and Ichigo Ichie. Yeah, live the moment, happiness, share happiness, and just live the moment. Okay, thank you so much, TM Uyun. And now I will ask the time report to the TM Mulyadin. Are all of the prepared speakers are eligible to be voted?
TM Uyun and TM Arcita is eligible, except TM Almer. TM Almer is ineligible because of haven't gotten the the limit of time.
Okay, haven't reached for the green time, right? Okay. Thank you so much, TM Mulyadin, for the report, and I will hand for the ballot. For the voting to the TM Bianca.
Okay, I will share the link to the voting with a minute.
Okay. Cool.
Wait. I will use Easy Ball.
Yes.
Question. Who's the
Oh yeah. I think while we're waiting, we can continue to the group photo session. But Tia Mandika, I think we'll continue to the group photo session before waiting for the polls shared by PM Bianca.
Okay, Toastmaster of the meeting. So everyone, please activate your video, open your video, and give your best pose ever, because this meeting will never happen again. This is the 11th December meeting. So I'm still seeing people who don't activate their videos, but then I will count to 3. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, count to 1 then. Okay, first pose. Be ready. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time. Different pose maybe. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you so much, Tia Mandika, for taking our pictures. And Tia Bianca, have you shared the link maybe of the Easy Post?
Okay, I actually have problem sharing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
How do I share
Take your time.
I
think, I will go to the next session that maybe we are waiting for us to be participated within this today's session. This is the called table topic session and will be led by our TM Melanie. So TM Melanie, the screen is yours.
Happy morning, everyone. Yes, so please turn on your camera.
Good morning.
Okay, happy morning. So, yes.
Hello. Should I introduce your project first?
I'm not really sure, but
yes.
Go on.
Yes, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, I'm just checking. Sorry for that, for distracting your intro, Melanie.
No
So,
way.
hello everyone. As you guys already know from Toastmaster Nugrahat, Toastmaster Melanie is going to be the table topic master, and this is one of her projects from the level 2, right? Level 3. Active listening. So basically, what is the purpose of this project? The purpose of this project is for the members to demonstrate his or her ability to listen to what other people say. So again, this is going to be Toastmasters Melanie project. And of course, I want to keep the Japanese spirit to as well. I say, arigatou gozaimasu. That's the only thing that I know in Japanese. And I would also want to say genji. There you go. That's it. That, like to get it out from the chest. Okay, Toastmaster Melanie is going to present her table topic master project. So again, Toastmaster Melanie, the screen is yours.
There. Happy morning, everyone. So welcome to table topic session, and this is one of the highlights. Well, there are 3 highlights in Toastmasters. So table topics is the session wherein everyone can participate. So for this, I would like to remind everyone to turn on their cameras, because that will help me to see if you are really or you are fully present here in this session. And I want to see your, I am a teacher, so I check the facial expressions. So let's start. So there. So for the table topic session, the theme of our table topics are actually the whole meeting is the next $1 billion startup. And I would like to encourage you to use the word leverage and use this and try to leverage the chance of improving our public speaking skills through this impromptu session. So I will be asking you questions. Can you give me like So I will be asking you questions. Then I will give you time to think for your to answer that question, and you have to answer the question between 1 to 2 minutes. So here's how. So everyone is welcome to participate. Visiting Toastmasters from the SCBD and our guest. And as much as possible, turn on your video. You are given 30 seconds to think, but if you don't need it, just go there and say whatever you have in mind. And your response should last 1 to 2 minutes. So please pin Toastmaster Mulyadin for the time. Now, we have certain patterns on how to answer the table topics. I will be highlighting 2. The first one is SMG pattern. This is telling your story, getting the message of that story, and what did you gain, or what is the benefit of that story, okay? Or you can also use the prep pattern. Prep pattern, or they call it Oreo. So this is position, reason, example, position. So I will be asking you questions like it's a yes or no question, but you have to defend. Why is it a yes? Why do you agree? You have to reason out and give us an example of that position. Then tell us again your position. Or maybe you're not really into those patterns. You can also use freestyle, whatever comes up in your mind, as long as you will be answering this in not less than 1 minute and not more than 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So are you ready for our table topic session? Can I see thumbs up there? Yeah, so there. So may I call, of course, I will not be asking you to choose question numbers. So can I invite Toastmaster Jello to have our first question? Yay. Toastmaster Jello, do you have a business right now?
None.
None. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me see. If you are an investor for a startup company, what is the first thing would you like to know? Whenever you're ready, Toastmaster Jello.
It's not about ideas. It's about making ideas happen. The first thing I would like to know in putting a business is the niche, my niche. In your business, you have to stand out from your competitors. And one of which is finding your niche. So this is, I would like to know. Similar to joining Toastmasters, a business is like joining a Toastmaster. It is an investment. Thus, I would actually research on my niche. My niche actually lies on empowering people. Pretty much the same in Toastmasters. What we do here in Toastmasters, we mentor other Toastmaster members. And in your business, in relation to niche, in finding my niche is to ask somebody who have been through in putting up business and has been successful in putting up that business. And thus I can leverage what he or what she had learned in putting a business and applying it on my niche. Back to my niche is empowering people through finding their voice. And thus I would put up my startup business of how to ace their interviews. So my niche there is newly graduate students, maybe after college, and they're looking for a job. So that would be my startup company, and my niche would be them after graduating college. So if you are starting a business, find your niche. And if you found your niche, then you would most likely be prospering that business. Back to you, Toastmaster.
There. Thank you, Toastmaster Jello. I like your first line, making ideas happen. We have a lot of ideas. So the Toastmasters here, our guests are actually have a lot of ideas. And I believe that some of them would like to have a startup company. But what's the first thing that we have to do first? What's the first thing that we have to ask? And thank you for telling us about finding our own niche, because not all people have found their niche. So thank you, Toastmaster Jello. And for our guests, that's how you answer a table topics session, a question. So you may copy how he did it, or you may also try your own way of answering the table topics. So let's go to our second, not really volunteer, but I would like to call our guest. I'm looking at your eyes, and like you're waiting. Will Melanie call me? So may I call Ryan? Hi, Ryan. Woo.
Hi, Melanie.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. So we'll ask you a lot later after our session, but today I have this question. So would you prefer to do business with your sibling or relative, or with someone you have worked with before? I'll give you 30 seconds to think. Whenever you're ready, Ryan.
Yeah, thanks, Melanie. This is a very interesting question because I'd like to answer this question by leveraging on my experience as I've started a business with my spouse, and based on my experience, I mean, starting a business with spouse is pretty challenging because, you know, I mean, with everyone you're partnering with, I mean, there's going to be diverging opinions, right? And also challenges in running the business itself. But I think if the question is, would you prefer to do business whether it's with your relative or with someone you worked with before, I think I would go with relative, because I think the interest is more or less the same. I mean, we're in the same family, so if the interest is to make ourselves better, I think I believe our relative or sibling or spouse would share the same interest. In contrast with someone you've worked with before, you don't really know whether that person is compatible with you in the critical moments or under pressure. So yeah, that's my question.
Thank you, Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Ryan. So yes, I think if you would ask me before, like maybe when I was still teenager, I would prefer someone that I would have worked with because I don't like to do business with my sisters. But right now, yes, like what you said, it's the compatibility of your interests. And now that we are already old, we have those same interests in the specific business that we have. Thank you, Toastmaster Ryan. So let's have the next one. I'll be calling, hello, Rayhan. Hi, Rayhan.
Hello.
Ryan, yes, there. So your question is, why do you think some businesses are not successful?
Well, when it comes to businesses that are not successful, I would like to think that they are not successful because they are not capable of adapting to the situation. Adaptability is a priority number one in my book, because when you adapt, you're able to read the situation and come up with a plan that that will help your business to success, thanks to your business would be able to integrate that plan for that success. For example, Grab or Gojek, these deliveries services are able to adapt to the situation because of their surroundings, and they're able to apply adaptability into their services, whilst there are businesses who are incapable of adaptability due to their extent and their reach and lack of promotion. Because of that, adaptability is most important in businesses, because whether we like it or not, adaptability is a key in success. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. So thank you for that word, adaptability. I did not think of that one. My answer when I was doing this question is consistency. But yes, I also see that adaptability is very important, not only to business, but also to jobs that we have. Like, for example, that we have right now, that we are in the pandemic. Well, some of us are actually working from home, right? So if we are not able to adapt to this situation, maybe some of us do not have jobs right now. But thank you for that, for Toastmaster Rayhan or Rayhan there. So thank you. I'm not really checking the chats, but I saw earlier, Wira, right? Wira? As if this is your first time, Wira. So, Wira, please unmute your microphone.
Hola.
Hola, hola, amigo. So let's have this one. Do you think everyone should learn how to invest?
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, Wira.
Do I think everyone should learn how to invest? Abso-freaking-lutely. Why do I think that? Let me put it in the story. For example, when I was 10 years old, 1,000 rupiah can buy me a cup of tea, you know, the glass tea, teh glass. I can buy that for 1,000. However, today, when I have to buy that same teh glass or cup of tea, I have to pay 2,000. So, in other words, inflation. Back in the day, people can buy porridge, chicken noodles, and all that stuff with 500 rupees when I was when my parents' days. But yeah, we couldn't do that anymore because of inflation. That's one of the reasons we have to use investment as our leverage. One of the things that we can use as a leverage is mutual funds. Well, actually, I'm still learning, so I cannot give you a specific detail. You have to buy a certain mutual funds and all that stuff, but at least save your money in the mutual fund. Why? Because there are some people who can put your money into work, basically, because he or she knows better than you if you don't know anything about investment or want to learn investment like me. If I may, I installed an application in my app called Bibit. Well, basically I can just basically buy mutual funds from this certain app. So that's all from me. Back to TTM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wira. Yes, in the Philippines, we think that investment, or because of maybe the educational insurance fund, something like that, it was a scam before. So my parents did not believe that. And right when I only started investing when I was already 25. So for those who are fresh graduates there, or maybe still thinking on how to save more money, or maybe reach in the future, be a billionaire, yes, start investing, but make sure that you invest in the right companies. Thank you, Toastmaster Vira. And let's have the next one. Soon to be Toastmaster Michael. I saw your camera earlier. Where's your camera now?
Hello.
There, you're. Okay. So hi, Michael. So for your question, we have, here. How do businessmen should leverage their businesses to be competitive?
I have time to think, right?
Yes, you have 30 seconds to think.
All right. So, throughout my life, I have always been fascinated with a simple philosophy from China. It's yin yang. So I know that a lot of you have heard of what yin yang is. Basically, there's white and black. There's balance. There are white inside of black, and there are black inside of white. Sometimes people like to translate it into good and bad, men and women, but I personally like to think yin and yang as concept and physics. So yin is concept and yang is the physical or the reality. Yin cannot exist without yang, and yang cannot exist without yin. So if we're going to put this on business, the thing that we need the most is two: planning and action. Planning, you're gonna have to plan things thoroughly, and you're gonna make sure that you are ready for it. Action, you're gonna have to make sure you do the thing, because if you don't do the action and you can only plan, basically you're just a big talker and you're just a dreamer. If you are only oriented to the action, wouldn't it be the same as you're being a blind running horse? So in the end, this is only, I think this is only a part of why businessmen should learn how to think, how to act, and how to plan, because that's how you would go to war. Thank you very much.
Thank you, soon-to-be Toastmaster Michael. I like the metaphor of the yin and the yang. Someone is laughing here. Hey, stop. So, I love the before that you use the yin and yang, that you have this abstract, you have these ideas in mind, that you have these strategies, and you just have to apply it. You have to put it into action, so that you will see if this is really you call it plausible for your business. So thank you, Toastmaster Mike. Sorry, soon to be Toastmaster Michael. So let's have the next one. I still have like 5 more minutes for this session. Let's call. Wait, now I'll check the chat. I have Toastmaster Tias, our new member in SCBD. Woo, welcome. Hello, Toastmaster Tias. Where are you?
Hi, hello.
Hi, yes, hello, welcome. So your question is, will you quit your job to start your dream business, or will you keep your job and work the new business on the side?
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I think it's a very interesting question, since I think for me, especially have think about it. So if we have like a passion or a dream to do like some business, I think we need to set the goal for it. But to reach that goal or dream, I think we also need set like some strategies. And for me, especially, that some strategies is join the corporate to learn about the marketing maybe, or how to run business, or how you see and manage your market, something like that. So I think you need to set like certain times and a goal that if you join the company, how much time you needed to learn all of thing that to run business, see the marketing, see the market, and all. And then after you think that you are ready, I mean ready in this case is I learned something previously, that when you want to start a business, there are like 3 main points that you will need it. First is the idea. The idea is a good idea for the business, and then the market situation. Are the market situation is a niche market or not? And then what is the competition around the market? And the third point is how you have a compatible partner that you think you can run it, the business, not only just like I have a good friends, I have a sister, but if is the partner is really compatible, like one in the financial team and then the other in the marketing, and complete the team to be running the business well. I think that's, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Lin. Should we call you Lintang or Tias?
No, it's Tias. Yes.
Tias. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Tias. And yes, you will not go to war if you're not yet equipped. So it's better to get that experience first to your side job if you have, and maybe run your own dream job. So can I have just the last speaker? Yes, okay, sorry. I know I have the authority, and hello, GE, sorry. So let's just have one more. We have Echo. Hello, Echo.
Hello.
Hello. So I'll give you my last question. So here, what makes a great CEO?
Oh, wow. That's a difficult question. I think a great CEO would have this vision of his life and purpose for what kind of company he's running, and what will the company be in the future. And that being said, he would have a plan, a clear plan, whether which the company will go to in the next 5 years, 10 years, and so on. And aside from the plan, I think he would also have the the ability to nurture his business, not only his business but also his workers, because I think people is the main parts of building a business. So far that's all I can say.
Thank you, Echo. Thank you. Yes. Yes, it's okay. Continue. What are you gonna say, Echo? I'm sorry.
I think those two traits are the most important things that I see.
Okay, thank you, Echo. So actually this question, what makes a great CEO? I forgot the name of the girl who asked this to Han Ji Pyong, if you watch the Korean drama. And Han Ji Pyong answered that it's actually no such thing as great CEO. But yes, well, no, I'm not saying that your answer is wrong. This is just the answer of Ji Pyong, and I want to quote it. He said, "There's no such thing that's as absurd as asking what makes a great politician. There are no right answers to politics or management. Why look for answers that do not exist? So instead of looking for answers, make choices. CEO makes choices. So whatever you choose, you will be criticized. You cannot make any decisions if you are afraid of criticism. And if you cannot make decisions, you cannot be a CEO. So what do you want to be? A good person or a CEO? Don't be greedy. You cannot be both. Choose one, just one." And that's Han Ji Pyong. Go team Han Ji Pyong. So that ends our table topic session today. So I would like to ask Toastmaster Mulyadin for the timer's report for all our speakers today.
Yeah, thank you, Tia Melanie. For all table topic speakers, all are eligible to be voted, and yeah, just vote all the speakers because they are great.
So everyone's eligible to be voted.
Yeah.
Yay!
Great.
Yeah, okay. I thought you will cut my excitement here, Toastmaster Mulyadin. But congratulations to everyone and to our guests who leverage the chance of speaking publicly. Now, let's go back to
Tia Melanie.
What is it? Yes, Toastmaster Mulyadin. What is it, Toastmaster Mulyadin?
I mean, you can see in chat box the time allocation for
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Mulyadin, and for Toastmaster Bianca to give us the link for the ballot. And I'll return the control to our TOM, Toastmaster Nugraha. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Melanie, for the wonderful table topic session. Yeah. Every question is giving us more open up our minds and reflect it again to us about whether to start our own business or not. Yes, one question very intriguing me is that whether you want to open your business or then quit your job. I think it's too risky, right? It's always our dream and my dream to build a startup also, but maybe 5 years, 10 years, all of us can be founders as well. Hope so. Thank you so much, Melanie. So the next one will be the evaluation session. So Toastmaster speech will be, I think, meaningless without the evaluation speech by the evaluators that we have now. I think I will give the evaluation session to Tia Madika to lead the evaluation session. So Tia Madika, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting. Am I audible?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm echoing Toastmaster of the meeting that evaluation is one of the most important parts of Toastmasters meeting. And we are so lucky because we have speech evaluators and we also have evaluators evaluator. So how does it work? So our first speech evaluator will be Toastmaster Dentia, but then since this is also her project, she will be introduced by another evaluator who is Toastmaster Uyun. So Toastmaster Uyun, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Good morning, everyone. So today, Toastmaster Dia will be deliver constructive feedback to another speaker's speech. And actually, before this, Toastmaster Dia already present her speech and receiving feedback from her evaluator. So tonight, she will be try to provide the constructive feedback to the speaker for today, which is Arcita. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Okay, I guess we can proceed to Toastmaster Dentia.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Andika and Toastmaster Chuying. Thank you for the introduction. Be brave, because to have something you never had, you need to do something you never did. Congratulations, Toastmaster Arcita, for showing your bravery tonight by singing to open your speech. It was indeed a good opening. You open it with the bang. I love the message that you're delivering in your speech. It was so clear, and also you have a good closing and close it with a memorable quote. Now, there are so many things that I like about your speech, but in Toastmaster, we are more focused on the things that we could improve. So in this session, I would like to use this opportunity to give some feedbacks in order for you to leverage your speech on your next one. Okay, first of all, although your speech was very clear and easy to understand, but in my opinion, your speech structure was a little bit of not smooth, what I would say. If you can maybe start with the journey into the unknown, because your message, the end of your message was about the bravery of choosing things, right? So if you start your speech with the into the unknown, maybe the song, and use the billionaire things or the choice of doing the what you call the choice of investing as your sample in your body of speech, then it will be much better. Number two is your eye contact. I noticed that during the speech, you always look on your side. So while I'm looking at your speech during your presentations, I got a little bit distracted because you have another focus and your eye contact is on the side. So then that could be improved, although in some point you still maintain your eye contact. Number three is vocal variety. I didn't say that you don't have any vocal variety. You have shown a good intonation in certain level, but it will be great if you can include some pace and different pitch on your speech. Like for example, when you say, life is never be a guarantee. So maybe you can add a little bit of pause and also a higher pitch to make it more impactful. And the third part is your gesture, your hand and facial expression. In some point, you did show a little bit of hand gesture, but it will be more impactful if you show it from the beginning, and also you give a facial expression, like when you say, because you are in a scare mode. So maybe you can show some scare expression. And last but not least, I want to give a challenge for you, which is to use more on the vocal variety, which is the pace and the pitch, as well as giving some pause. So all in all, you have shown us a good message today, and you have done a good speech. But you need to only work on your eye contact, the structure of your speech, vocal priority, which is pace and pitch, and also gesture of hand and facial expression. I think that's all for me. Back to G.
Thank you. That's a wonderful evaluation. Hope we can always learn from what has been said by Toastmaster Dentia. Now we're gonna go to the next evaluator, who is Toastmaster Yanda. Toastmaster Yanda will evaluate Toastmaster Almer. Again, since this is also evaluation project of Toastmaster Yanda, then Toastmaster Melanie will introduce what project is Toastmaster Yanda doing. Toastmaster Melanie, the screen is yours.
Happy morning once again. So today I will be evaluating. Someone is Dewey is here, guys. So oh sorry. I will be evaluating Toastmaster Yanda's evaluation and feedback giving today. So the purpose of this project is for the member to develop skills of delivering and receiving feedback, plus for the member to deliver constructive feedback on another member's presentation. So without further ado, let us all welcome Toastmaster Yanda.
Right, thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. Right now, I have a chance to evaluate Toastmaster Almer, and I really like the title of the speech, which is the secret sources, and the speech is very well structured because the title is, and the title and the opening is managed to trigger the audience to listen furthermore. And the main point is very clear and very straightforward and easy for the audience to digest. And the closing was also smooth. But there are a couple things that need to be improved. And so Toastmaster Almer maybe can do some improvement in terms of time management, because it can be improved by trying to craft the speech around 600 words, and then eye contact. Toastmaster Almer can maintain the eye contact by looking at the camera as if you are looking at the audience in real situation. And in order to be more persuasive on delivery, you can emphasize at certain points with small questions. And lastly, about hand or body gesture, you can do effective gesture, which signify that the content is mastered. Lastly, and to challenge yourself, maybe Toastmaster Almer can present the speech by yourself directly, instead rely so much on the slides, and then try to record the time while doing the rehearsal in order to make sure your speech exceeds the 6 minutes length. And the rest is, I think, the content of the speech is very fruitful and very attractive. I think that's all from me. Thank you, Toastmaster Melanie.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yanda. Let's give him applause for the wonderful evaluation. Now, we have another evaluator, and this time it's Toastmaster's Dewey's turn. She will be evaluating Toastmaster Uyun. Toastmaster Dewey, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anika. Let's give it up for Toastmaster Uyun. Thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Uyun. I do really like that Ichigo-ichi concept. To me, it portrays the life of those who live in a mega city. It seems that everyone in a hurry, no matter what happens, they walk like millipedes, grab food like the Flash, want to finish everything like 4G technology, so fast without latency. I know you are in the right track to pursue aid people by using inspirative stories. I understand that your story is one of our inspirations too. Seizing the moment sounds quite relevant with today's landscape. I noticed that you are quite aware of choosing the right issue in order to talk to your audience, not to talk at your audience. I love how you describe the scene once in a lifetime tradition. Toastmaster, yeah, Toastmaster Uyun, I don't know, I just really love to listen the full descriptions. I guess
Uyun yang mana
Toastmaster
sih? Uyun ya.
I guess Toastmaster Shauki, can you share your experience? What did you feel when you were listening to the moment when sipping a cup of tea, chilling, staring at the picture, absorbing the ambience, just like Toastmaster Uyun's speech?
はい、Uyunさん。はい、ドゥビさん。私は名前はショウキソカです。I'm very sorry, but again, this is a very new concept for me because I think this is a very thing that we need to learn. Yes, when I sip a cup of tea, I don't usually drink tea. Actually, I prefer coffee. But when I sip, like feel the speech, the atmosphere, the Toastmaster Uyun give the atmosphere as well, like a really, really traditional tea ceremony in Japan. Ichigo, I thought it was Ichigo Kurosaki, but I was wrong. Ichigo Kurosaki is an anime character, but again, that is a very wonderful concept that we just because there's a once in a lifetime opportunity in Japan, especially in old Japan, probably Kyoto, more the Kyoto style because I just searched it on the Google as well. There's more to the Kyoto style, which is the old ways of Japanese people to celebrate or maybe having a party in a very in the old Japan traditional way. I think the concept overall is very amazing. Just a bit, just a bit kind of a little bit of a bummer sometimes, the connection is breaking. But overall, Toastmaster Uyun, you really did a really great job on introducing us to that topic. So again, thank you so much. And I think that is my answer.
I think you already covered my evaluation. Based on my observation, you could ace your nervousness, Toastmaster Uyun, amid those technical glitches. You tried to interact with the audience by asking a question using props. So unfortunate, we couldn't listen to your speech thoroughly. As per our learning process, we do really want to listen to your speech again thoroughly. Foremost, congratulations on your achievement, Toastmaster Uyun. I wouldn't have survived if I had encountered such technical problem during my speech, to be honest. Your speech reminds me of a quote from one of my favorite Pixar movies, Coco. Success doesn't come for free. You have to do whatever it takes to seize your moment. Follow the quote, but don't kill anyone, just like Santa de la Cruz did to get his success. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dewey. Wow, that's a combo evaluator between Toastmaster Dewey and also Toastmaster Oki. Now, let's hear what the evaluator's evaluator has to say. So, Toastmaster Chuyeng, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Dia. Everyone, let us give a round of applause to Toastmaster Dia for her to complete her project tonight. Well done, Toastmaster Dia. Good job. So everyone, tonight I would like to share with you guys art of evaluation. What does the art stand for? First, A stands for analyze quality. I feel that Toastmaster Dia did very well in this part because she able to identify all the strengths and the room for improvement for this speaker. For example, she says, our speaker Toastmaster Arcita about the eye contact can be improved from this side. And second one is the R. R is recommendation. Recommendation is very important in our evaluation. And Toastmaster Dia did very well. She could provide a very constructive recommendation to our speaker. For example, she say about the worker variety. She provide the example on how should we improve on this part, and maybe by adding some poses and something like that. And third, the T technique. Toastmaster Dia is using the sandwich technique, which is provides the identify the strength, and then provide the recommendation to the speaker and come back with the what is the speaker do well. With this, we can have the better evaluation for the speaker. And the one I would like to share is about the summation. I think Toastmaster Dia is did very well on this one by summarize her evaluations and also recap what are the room of improvement that she would like to provide to her speaker. And Toastmaster Dia, some of the room of improvement for you, maybe you would like to challenge yourself, try to not use the word but, because for example, when I say you are do very well, but I think something, our mood will be, it's like this, and then suddenly drop down like this. So my recommendation is that maybe we can say, your speech is very clear. If I would suggest, maybe your speech structure needs to be restructured a bit to have a better flow for the speech. And second thing that I would like to challenge you is about the timing. I think maybe the timing is a bit over time. Overall, I think you do very well by using the art of evaluation, and to challenge yourself, just try to not to use the word but in the evaluations. Back to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chuying. I think we have to leverage all information and knowledge that we get from all evaluators. And actually, I'm kind of challenging Toastmaster Chuying. Actually, it wasn't her turn yet, so it's a bit mixed up. Sorry about that. But then you delivered your evaluation very well. Thank you very much. Now let's hear it from our tabletop topic master evaluator, Toastmaster Shauki. The screen is yours.
I feel good. I know that I would now. Yes, that's my reaction to the table topic session from Toastmaster Melanie. What a table topic. It really correlates with today's meeting, even though people are mixing it with the K-pop drama from Netflix. Please don't use this politic in our club because politics is forbidden in Toastmasters. Again, I'm just going to say that first. But overall, Toastmaster Melanie, your table topic session, I repeat, table topic session was amazing. Not only did you have given a really wonderful topic, you also explained the table topic very clearly. Explain the things that you're going to do in table topics, the answers, and you give proper etiquette or proper example to answer those questions. Great props for that. A second thing that I really want to say is the fact that you choose a lot of guests. That is a good move because, again, table topic is one of our marketing strategies to get new members. And I believe that choosing more guests will also improve the guests' confidence on doing speeches, maybe as a member as well. Of course, the things that I need the things that you also ace on is eye contact. Eye contact, because I can see that you really see through the cameras, not the screen. That is very good because this is a speech, because we need to have a good eye contact at any projects or speeches. This is count as a speech because this is also your project. So that's a good thing that you already give a good eye contact. And of course, you are very interested to all of the speakers, giving proper response to everyone. I really like the way that you respond to them, very correlated to the things that they said. Great jobs for that. However, as as Toastmaster do, we need also something to improve on. So probably the things that you need to improve is one, choose visiting Toastmaster and Toastmasters, because again, it's good that you give a lot of chances to the guests. However, it will be also a great thing that you choose also some visiting Toastmaster or Toastmaster in this room so that everybody get the equilibrium, I like to say. Choose, the equilibrium of choosing the speakers. Now, for your next challenge, when you're becoming the table topic master, I repeat, table topic master, is of course give a much more creative, fun, and intriguing topics so that everyone here has a chance to try on or improve their critical thinking. So I think that is all my evaluation. Back to GE.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Oki. See, we can see and we can feel the energy of Toastmaster Shaukis when he delivered the speech, the TTM evaluation. Now, let's hear it from the person who just got evaluated by Toastmaster Shauki, Toastmaster Melanie, who will evaluate Toastmaster Yanda. The screen is yours.
Happy morning, everyone. So I would like to now, yeah, so I always believe that evaluation is the lifeblood of Toastmasters education program. Giving evaluation is being brave to give affirmations and the areas of improvement of the speaker. Well, actually, in reality, it's actually hard to say good things or even bad things to someone, right? But here we are trained to give constructive feedback. And that's what Toastmaster Yanda just did. And this is the first time that he evaluated a speech. Congratulations, Toastmaster Yanda. And I would like to highlight 3 things in your evaluation speech. First, you are very calm in giving your constructive feedback. If someone would give me a constructive feedback, like face to face, I would also like him to be calm. Well, yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Shauki, because it boosts my what do you call that, my my vibrations today. But yes, with Toastmaster Yanda's calmness, it's not really that I am afraid to listen to your evaluation. And I see that smile, the facial expression while you are giving it to Toastmaster Almer. Second, you use the sandwich method. Yeah, you give the affirmation, the recommendation, and the last part, the congratulatory or the positive for Toastmaster Almer. And the third one, when you gave the recommendation to Toastmaster Almer, you also gave examples. That is what I liked about your evaluation speech. For you, this is not only for Toastmaster Yanda, but for everyone, for all of us. Let us also be reminded that evaluation speech is a performance, it's a speech performance. So like any other speeches, it would be better if you would have prepared ahead of time what are the things that you want to evaluate or to see to Toastmaster Almer. Okay. It would be also better if you start with anecdote or an opening with your evaluations. Second, the time management. I see that if you will not say 2 sentences or 3 sentences, you will be under time. We are all given 2 to 3 minutes to evaluate and use that time not only to evaluate or to give ideas to Toastmaster Almer, but also to give ideas to all the members or the participants here in this meeting. And the third one is to summarize your evaluation, because you gave a lot of thoughts, ideas, and insights with Toastmaster Almer. So I think that's you missed that part, the giving summary to your evaluation. So nonetheless, you have given justice in your evaluation. I like your calmness. I like the sandwich method and the recommendations that you have given to Toastmaster Almer. And I hope that you would be noting down the recommendations that I have given you. And I believe that Toastmaster Almer noted all those things that you have highlighted and recommended. So looking forward for your next evaluation role, Toastmaster Yanda. Back to our GE.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Melanie. I think your evaluation are on point. So after series of evaluation, let's hear it from our timer, Toastmaster Mulyadin. Are all evaluators eligible to be voted?
Okay, here are the times for all the evaluators tonight. Those are eligible to be voted. TM Dentia, TM Yanda, TM Chui, TM Shauki, and TM Melanie. And Unfortunately for TM Dwi and TM Dentia, you are ineligible because you are over time. Thank you. Back to you, TM Andika, as a general evaluator.
Okay.
And I will give you the time allocation in the chat box. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Timer. So we have 4 evaluators who are eligible to be voted. So now let's give it for our ballot counter, Toastmaster Bianca, to send us the link to vote for the most favorite evaluators.
Okay, the link is on the chat box, everyone. It's available now. Please give us your vote.
Okay, thank you so much. So while we are voting, let's hear it from our controller, one of the controllers. It's our grammarian police. So let's give it up for Toastmaster Garda.
Thank you very much. Evaluator, you all are under arrest. All right, I need to change my glasses first. Okay, finally, after the evaluation section that we are now entering the grammarian report. Allow me to share my screen first. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes. Yes, it's visible.
So, as I mentioned earlier, that you don't need to be afraid that in Toastmasters, we all are learning and we empower one another, because every mistake that counts is actually for our rooms for improvement in order to become a better speaker in the future. So without further ado, I would like to restate into 5 different structures of different components that I would like to share to all of you, from the structure, pronunciation, tenses or verbs, singular or plural, also the lexical resource. And for this prepared speech and evaluation, all speakers were delivering great speeches as well, as we already heard. And I'd like to emphasize some of the, not imperfect, but can be improved, that when you tell us about the present tense or present continuous tense, you need to be aware using the right verb in order to transpose it into the perfect tense. For example, when you facing is exactly when you are trying to use the present continuous tense, then you would say when you are facing. Also, as similar to everyone can participate it, which actually everyone can participate without the it, right? And we're going to move to the right one first. For the tenses and verbs, if you have someone who would use or describe the present day, they do not see the something something other than they did not see the, because you use the present day context in your sentence. Also, a choice to told the, well, actually can use a choice to tell the. And also the speech is well structured. Well, I can hear the last suffix on it. So the speech is well structured. So we have the ending, the suffix on it. So, and I would like to ask for your participation in pronounce this. I only use these 2 words, other than we will have a long night grammarian report. Example. Please, everyone, turn on your mic. So repeat after me. Example.
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 Exactly. So it's not
Example.
like example. So someone uses example while we are not making eggs. We are not having our eggs tonight, right? So example. And sees, not says. Sees.
Sees.
Bravo, everyone. Oh, I can experience how to be Melanie here, like teaching your students in front of you. I'm just kidding, okay? I love you, Melanie, by the way. So moving on to the singular plural and also the lexical resource for the prepared speech and evaluation session, one of the approach, not one of the approaches, not one of the approach, as you would like to describe one amongst many approaches. Also a lot of things, not a lot of thing. Also we have, they are very, also for the lexical resource, well, actually everyone delivered great sentences, but we can use another term so that you can actually learn whether or not to use another diction, so that you will have a variety lexical resource in your speech. They are very good at, so we can actually transpose the very good to be into excellent or top-notch or anything else. And also taking a chance, well, you can also say taking the opportunity. It might be suitable to your context as well. Also, as I mentioned earlier, the speech is well structured. You can also say the speech is well crafted because you craft the speech. Okay, now to the table topic session. There are white inside. Well, you can actually use there is white inside, and I have think about it. I have thought about it because you said the present participle in it. And the things we need is to, well, you have to say the things we need are to. Something will be integrate the plan. Well, it could have been something will be integrated with the plan, or you might say something will integrate the plan with something. And 1,000 rupiahs can buy me, while actually you describe something in the past. So you might say 1,000 rupiahs was sufficient to purchase something. Unless that you would like to describe the present days, that will be fine. Also, I think people is, well, people are plural, so I think people are three main point, while you have you should have said three main points. Well, as for the lexical resource, I think that all participants were impressive. And I would like to emphasize some captivating words from everyone. I have 5 here. So visiting Toastmaster Jello said, making ideas happen. Thank you very much. And second one, we have soon to be Toastmaster Michael. You say that you need to be aware of how to think and how to plan. Exactly. Thank you very much for a kind reminder. Also, Toastmaster Uyun said that you need to take a break. Enjoy the day with the 5 senses of yourself. And Toastmaster Melanie said that why look for answers that do not exist? Instead of searching for them, make choices. Exactly, a kind reminder to all of us. And lastly, we have Toastmaster Dentia said to have something you never had, you need to do something you never did. This is a very bold movement for all of us so that we can be braver at the end of the day. So thank you very much. That is my revaluation report for the grammarian. So back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much. What a comprehensive grammarian report we had there. So now let's hear it from our RNWOD counter. Toastmaster Danang, the screen is yours.
Thank you, TM Andika. Today, so I want to share my screen. Hold on a second. Yeah. So my fellow Toastmasters and guests, I want to share my RWOD counter report. So generally, every speaker delivered their speeches well, and I think that most speakers are use a lot of overused words like and this is as you may see on my screen that the green, yellow, and red indicates how many times the words used. And I hope that all speakers can take this lesson. And I think that's my RWOD report. And back to you, G. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, NWOD counter. So now I think this is my turn and I will share my screen to evaluate the general of the meeting. First of all, I would like to congratulate to all speakers, evaluators, and also role takers. I think this meeting, although we have some technical hiccups, but I think it's going well for tonight. And my main point are 5. The first one is a preliminary session, meeting opening, Toastmaster of the meeting, table topic master. Well, we're gonna skip the table topic master because we have Toastmaster Shaki that had already evaluated. And also I would like to evaluate the GE team. For the preliminary session, I'm not sure whether we have agenda distributed before the meeting started, because I think in my Zoom, the chat started at 7:02. Maybe the agenda was distributed beforehand, but then I think it will be better if we can also redistribute the agenda so that people who join us later, that we will have the sense of what is going on tonight. And then the meeting opening, I think the meeting started on time actually. So it started at 7 o'clock and Toastmasters were properly introduced. And there was this smooth transition between the president to Toastmaster of the meeting. For the Toastmaster of the meeting, I think, I bet that you agree with me, it was an educative session. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nugraha, for sharing the insight on the startup world, right? You introduce the context of this meeting theme and also introduce the WOD. But then when you showed your slide, it was a bit small. So I think it will be great if you can zoom the slide or make it in the slide mode so that it will be easier for us to see your slide as the visual aid. And you also introduced me as general evaluator. You asked evaluator to introduce the prepared speaker. I think that went well. And you also introduced the table topic master. And when the technical difficulty happened, I would like to suggest you to take the control, because when the difficulty happened, everyone was jumping in. I know that actually we wanted to help to inform the speaker who had this technical difficulty, but I think this is the time that the Tom took control. When it happened, or maybe the voice was breaking, you can start to interrupt and indicate to the current speaker that, hey, your voice is breaking up, so that there won't be people jumping in and it will be very crowded. And then this is also feedback for all of us, the audience. If we want to tell the speaker what is going on, we can use the chat box. So that would be my my input for the Toastmaster of the meeting. But I think you help the event well, and then also you smile. I think that will give a warm feeling for all the audience. And good job, Toastmaster of the meeting. And our GE team, first, our grammarian, the grammarian police. I think Toastmaster Garda introduced his role within the allotted time. And I believe that his slide is very eye engaging, so that we can learn what is to be improved during the meeting. And also for the RWOD counter, Toastmaster Danang, I think you also introduced your role within the allotted time at the beginning. But then I would like to suggest you to remind the audience to use the WOD in every session. Usually you can type it in the chat box. You can actively during the prepared speaker, during the prepared speech, and also during the table topics, and also during the evaluator session. So you need to remind the audience. I mean, it will be great if you remind the audience to use WOD. For the timer, Toastmaster Miladin, I think you did it very well. You gave us the role introduction and also used the background slide correctly. You also typed in the chat box yellow, green, red. I think for some of the speakers, it is helpful. And for our ballot counter, for the easy polls, I mean the vote, the lick, I think it's clear enough. But then what I would suggest you, Toastmaster Bianca, is to improve the timing to launch the link, because we would need to wait until all the speakers done and then see the eligibility and then launch the link. And also at the beginning, I think best prepared speakers, the percentage numbers appeared. So it would be great if you could conceal it. On and on, I think the meeting went well, and let's grow together by leveraging our friends and our information, our knowledge, because in the SCBD, we are almost. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Yes, thank you so much, Tia Mandika, for the thorough evaluation for each of the role takers and for overall meeting for today's session. So yes, that's all. I think for distinguished guests and Toastmasters and visiting Toastmasters for today's session in SCBD Toastmasters, thank you so much for your attendance and for your highly attention, and maybe give direct feedback to the prepared speakers and other speakers also, and also for your highly interest in our table topic session. Really sorry, because of the time limitation, we cannot cater to all of your joining requests to our table topic session. And maybe I will share I will invite you to also join our next meeting. Maybe share screen a bit. Yes. So next meeting, will be under the same time and also same day for SCBD Toastmasters, always at Friday and at 7 p.m. And the theme is also very interesting. 2020, a lot of happened, and there will be a silver lining of 2020. Sounds interesting, right? What will be the silver lining of 2020? So we will wait for your also attendance for next meeting to join again in our session in the SCBD Toastmasters. And the next one is, if you have any question, if you have maybe how do I apply to be a Toastmaster member in SCBD Toastmasters? So just ask anything and ask any of your concerns related to the Toastmaster through our VP of membership, TM Almira. She will be kindly guided you to step-by-step process. And I believe joining Toastmaster member will be game changing. It's always a new project. You can deliver a prepared speech. It's something new and a lot of things to explore as you becoming Toastmasters. And I will also wait for your become our member in Toastmasters and also SCBD Toastmasters. And maybe that's all from me as a Tom for today's meeting. I will give the time to our dearest president, Tim Galvin. Thank you so much, all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nugraha, for bringing us through the meeting. It was such an enjoyable meeting that we had tonight with all of us here. It was such a great, it was great to leverage our time here in SCBD Toastmasters Club meeting, and it is a good way to spend our Friday night together with friends here and to develop with all of us here. See, WOD spotted. Please do count it, Toastmaster Danang. Okay, and before I close the meeting, I would like to invite some of our guests to give some of their opinion after leveraging their time here. I think I would like to ask soon-to-be Toastmaster Eko.
Hello.
Hi soon-to-be Toastmaster Eko. After leveraging your time here in SCBD Toastmasters, what is your opinion about our meeting?
Well, this is my first meeting, and I'm a bit surprised I got picked to speak at my first meeting, but I appreciate Sam Melanie for picking me, and I'm also appreciate all the evaluators. I didn't expect the evaluation would be very thorough, including even when I say the and which I never realized I did that during my speech. So it's a very interesting experience, and I hope I can get better in speaking, and I expect to learn a lot from the sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you to soon to be Toastmaster Eko for sharing your opinion. Of course, you can get better here in SCBD Toastmasters Club. So, Toastmaster Danang, it was a call for you to maybe contact her. Thank you. And I think I would like to also call soon to be Toastmaster Joan. Hi, soon to be Toastmaster Joan. Are you there?
Hi.
Yes.
Is that me, you mean?
Yes, yes, of course.
Okay. I think that this is very fun, and I think that I should join Toastmaster as soon as possible, because it will push me to improve my English skill by also contributing as a table topic speaker. Yep.
Thank you. Thank you, soon to be Toastmaster John. Of course, you can also be a table topic speaker in the next meetings this year or even next year. So please do come to our meeting again. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for being welcoming.
Thank you. And I actually forgot this one very, very important session, which is the most awaited session of the night. It is the Hall of Fame. I give the control to Toastmaster Bianca.
Yeah. I know that you're forgetting this. It's okay. No hard feeling.
You hear that, Calvin?
My connection is unstable. So you can see the winner already. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
For the best prepared speaker, for the best prepared speaker, we have Toastmaster Uyun.
Oh, congrats.
Yay!
Sugoi dah, sugoi. Terus masuk Uyun.
Sugoi.
Yay!
Oh no.
Sorry guys, I think a laptop is having some kind of trouble. Wait a bit there. Okay. And then we have VTM Gelo for the best table topic speaker.
Yay!
Give him an applause here.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone.
You're far from here.
I think she's disconnected, right?
Oh.
Yes.
Suspense.
Okay. Because Toastmaster Bianca is having some trouble with some technical issues with her. So I think we can continue first our meeting, even though we are still waiting who is the best evaluator of the night. But for evaluators, please do wait for it, because it will be really, really surprising for all of us. And I would like to call for our visiting Toastmaster who would like to give some kind of announcement from their own meetings. Anyone? Any visiting Toastmaster?
Can I?
Yes.
Okay. I will post it on the chat box first. Here. It is happening. Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Your Highness.
Don't call me that. Okay. Have you ever wondered how to start your own podcast? Who will be your target audience? How to design your own podcast team? Well, you are in a treat. Yours truly, a podcast host, We'll be answering all your questions on 12th of December 2020 with the topic how to make your own podcast show. The link already put on the chat box. I will see you there tomorrow at 12. Tomorrow at 12. Tomorrow at 12. Back to you, Calvin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Elios. So anyone who would like to create your own podcast, any podcast at all, you can visit the meeting there and then to hear some edu speech from Toastmaster Elios about creating your own podcast. But you said tomorrow at 12, or is it tomorrow at 2 p.m. GMT plus 8?
It is 12. Oh, 2. It is 13 on Indonesia.
Okay,
Yes.
so 1 p.m. Jakarta time. Remember 1 p.m. Jakarta time to visit Toastmaster, the meeting that Toastmaster Elios has just shared. Thank you, Toastmaster Elios. And I would like to call other visiting Toastmaster who would like to give some kind of an announcement. Anyone? No? No? Okay. Okay then. Actually, we're still waiting for the best evaluator. But okay, Toastmaster Bianca is here already. Hi, Toastmaster Bianca. Can you hear us?
Hi, sorry, my laptop is tired. It's been working all day.
Please do continue your.
Okay, let me share it again. Last, we have two best evaluators today because they have same amount of votes. So here I call Toastmaster Chuyang and Toastmaster Shauki. Applause.
Congratulations.
Congrats, damn Shoki.
Congrats.
Congrats, that picture.
All from me. I'm gonna copy this. Okay.
Thank you for the report, Toastmaster Bianca. So congratulations to all of the most favorite speakers of the night. We have Toastmaster Uyun, Toastmaster Jello, Toastmaster Chuyang, and Toastmaster Shauki. Congratulations for all of you. And I would like to, before I close the meeting, I would like to invite all of you, because this is Friday night, right? In Friday night, we do Kongko with our peeps, right? We do not just go away after we do some drinking first, or whatever kind of beverage that you are currently have in your hands, please do bring it to our next session, which is chit-chatting session. So please do join our chit-chatting session. And I would like to close the formal time of the meeting with the sound of this thing. That's the sound, and happy weekend, everybody.
Happy weekend, folks.
Happy weekend, everyone.
Weekend.
Thank you.
Happy weekend.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Wow,
you,
this is a free session, right?
Anyway,
Thank you, everyone.